Hello guys, welcome to another Honda Element video. Today I'm going to show you how to install an aerogenic leaf spacer, and this is going to be for the rear. This is a 1-inch spacer as you see it here. I'm going to open this soon, but let me show you. As you notice here, I do have an camper and I got this tire hitch that easily weighs around 80 pounds just for the hitch. Also I carry all the time my camping equipment. In the front, I'm going to show you how much clearance I have, okay? And in the front, from the floor to the fender, we got 31-inch, guys. And in the rear, from the floor, we got 29 inches and 3/4. So that's what I'm trying to correct, just to have my car with the proper leaf. You can clearly see if you come here how much difference is from the front to the rear. Already installed Swift springs in my Element, which lift my car half of inch without this weight. If you want to check out that video, I will also post it in the description. And now let's open this up and let's see how it looks. Okay, so this is from Aerogenics. Let's see how it looks, guys. So the package was very well packed. It was super fast shipping from Aerogenics. I've been using a few of their products and so far everything is being good. It is a 1-inch spacer for the rear. You can see it says Aerogenics here. It does come with 2 new nuts. It does looks like the part is the same, so I don't think it's going to be a right and a left. It does looks similar, but there is a mark right here which says E, so I'm going to make sure that mark might guide us to install this. Okay, so I'm just going to pay attention to that. It's the first time for me installing sun spacers in the Element, so if you guys have any experience with this, please also post it in the description. Okay, so basically what we're gonna do with this spacer is we are going to mount it on top of the strut. Okay, so I will go ahead and remove the strut first, and then once I have it out, I can give you a better explanation how is this one's going to be installed. If you guys want a very detailed video of how to remove the rear struts, I do have a link to, and I will post it in the description. So now guys, let's remove the strut and show you how to install this. Okay, I'm going to start by lifting the car using a jack stand and also locking the wheel. So I highly recommend you to first install one of these Swift springs that can lift your eave from a half of inch to 1 inch. And not only that, guys, it's going to give you an extra like suspension comfort while you're driving or going through bumps. It makes a huge difference compared to the stock OEM springs. And install one of these arm adjusters so you can have a proper alignment done in your Element or Honda CRV. Please, these two parts have to be installed first before doing any spacer. Highly recommend you to do that. Okay, any other questions or any other advice, please let me know in the comments. Please guys, like and subscribe. Subscribing will make more videos possible. So now let's start by removing the whole strut assembly. Remember guys, when doing the driver's side rear, you gotta move this EVA canister, which you just have to remove 2 bolts, put it by the side, and then the whole assembly will go out after removing the bolts on top and in the bottom. First bolt is out on the bottom of the strut, and now I'm going up to remove the bolts, and this one should come out. We come in the back of the Element, guys. I just came out from a camping trip today, and I just start working in my car right away, so it will be very nice to replace this, align it, and clean it really nice after. Cover is pretty easy to remove. And now we're gonna go ahead and remove those two 14mm bolts. Both bolts are out, and now let's remove the assembly from outside. Guys, I highly recommend you to make a mark here, just so you know this part of the strut goes to the outside part, okay? Because when removing this, then you might kind of fight with the strut, thinking like if this side goes in the inside or the outside, okay? So I think marking this is kind of just make it easier for us when installing it back. And there it is, guys. It's pretty easy. It took me no more than 10-15 minutes to remove this with the proper tools. So now let's bring this to the workshop. Okay guys, so here are the spacers and the strut is out. So one thing I noticed when I got this, it didn't come with a manual, so it was kind of hard for me just to figure it out. This C maybe is for elements, or it's just mark the way that you're supposed to put, but I don't think so. It does looks pretty much the same, all of this. And I didn't know how much torque I do have to torque these nuts when I install it to the strut. So I contact Aerogenics, and they told me that this one have to be torqued at 33 foot-pounds. And also, when I remove the struts, I noticed that the strut has an O-ring here, so you can remove it by hand. So I think that this like O-ring, it also kind of work as a dampener, just maybe to kind of help to don't contact metal with metal when this one gets installed back into the car. So right now that I removed this one, also will be a good idea to clean all this. And if you guys have any of this paint like me here, has some kind of paint going out and it's getting corrosion, you can always kind of sand it and clean it just to make it look good and don't have more corrosion problems in the future. I also asked the Aerogenics guy if I have to remove this, and he told me that he did personally remove his in his installation. He just installed the spacer on top like this, okay? So let's switch this just to see if it's any different. So it looks like both ways they do have the same like shape of it. I don't see any difference. As you see, it here is kind of open and here has more gap in this side. And if I twist it around, it does exactly the same thing. So I think it's not really matter how you install this as long as it goes in. And I will definitely install the O-ring back on top, even that it feels loose. I just think like if this O-ring was here before for a reason, then I will also install it right here. I don't think it's going to affect it, and maybe it would be a good idea if they can maybe send you another one which will fit this part, because this part is smaller, and now when you install it back it's kind of loose. But I will do install it like that. I know this one is kind of going to be a little bit flat because when you like torque this, but I don't think it will break. So it's gonna be doing the same job as it was doing without the spacer, okay? So some people might just throw it away, don't use it, might don't have any problems, but this is just me. I want to do that. I want to reuse this part.